Kickstart Kenny should have stayed with Firepower Honda. Hey everybody, Walter Wanders, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and glasses. Welcome to the show, my friends. We're going to unpackage a good one. Today I'm excited about this one. Kenny Boy, I love Kenny Boy. Who doesn't like Kenny Boy? He's a good dude, right? He's been through a lot. He owned the silly season for sure. A lot of other riders weren't too pumped about that because usually the silly season has a lot of stories. We got one. We got Kenny Roczen. And it all now is pretty evident why and what he did. Well, a PR team pretty much orchestrated that, similar to what we've seen with Jetson Donuts being a joke, handing out donuts in the pits and the outdoors, and now they've franchised it into some money-making, merchandising scheme, watering down the industry. Shame. Jet Lawrence, you shouldn't be doing that. Sell some cool swag, bro. Something that'll last longer than a donut. Well, Kenny Boy, in similar fashion, he all of a sudden was in the off season, found himself without a ride, and his PR team was like, whoa, dude, you're blowing up on Instagram and on the internet. You've got the industry by a chokehold. But here's strike one, my friends. The bike he was riding when he put the industry in the chokehold was his Firepower Honda, which he had very easy time getting used to the bike. It was a Honda. That's what he had been on for years. And the Firepower Honda has proven Max Anstey showing that team's legit. That bike is sick too. I mean, check this thing out. That's a sick bike, dude. It looks way sicker than the Kickstart Suzuki. But even with that aside, insanity, this stuff that we unpackage. If you're new, subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in moto history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded moto people. We got a lot of cool moto dudes in the comments below. Jump in and bench race it up. But the realities are, I think Firepower Honda, let's see, your teammates now at Suzuki are the Chiz and McElrath. Great guys, nothing against them, but they're lappers. Not even making mains, Chiz. Now, if you go to Firepower Honda, who's your 450 teammate? Dino, another people's choice, a dude that's been able to weather the storm of not being on a factory ride. And he's an internet star. And in today's industry, Danger Boy and Jet, you've shown us, you've got to have a social media presence. And a lot of guys now are starting to create that social media presence because you can make ad revenue on YouTube. Deegans make more money off their YouTube channel than they do racing. Their whole racing career is now just to help hype their YouTube channel. That's where the real money's at for them at the moment, without even winning a championship. Welcome to the brave new world, watered down moto. But Kenny Boy, I believe this is twofold for me personally. We asked it on the channel at the Walty Wanders MX community page. We asked, should Kenny Boy have stayed on Firepower Honda or not? Let's go ahead and run the results of that. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, when asked on the Walty Wanders community page of the channel, Kenny should have stayed on the Firepower Honda, ? 63% of you said, yup, that dude should have stayed, while only 37% of you said, nope. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, there you go. So the majority of you guys say, yup. Walty, of course, duh, bro. We know you work in the industry, or at least you used to, for a bunch of years and pretty deep. But even we know what's up with that one. Of course he should have. Well, it's easy. Now, of course, if Kenny was winning on his Hep C Suzuki, we'd be having a different conversation, but he's not. He's not. But he's done a great job. You can't minimize what he's done. Other than that 111th place, that his championship hopes are now over. And I'm sure his agent, when he was negotiating that deal with Suzuki to ride that bike, he's like, Kenny, speak. Eli in the offseason at World Supercross. See that? We're a championship threat. That costs millions. We need millions. And they bucked up and found it. Probably got into some loans and lending. Owe money to pay Kenny's bill. And now their championship, his hopes are done. Gone. Period. Poof. This could be the nail in the coffin for Suzuki. If Kenny leaves the team, who are they going to replace him with? Has he done enough to get... I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But the realities are, I believe where you really blew it, Kenny, is this: had you gone over to stayed with Firepower Honda on the bike that got you the opportunity to even get the paycheck you did with Suzuki, you would have had better results with the Firepower Honda, and it's just a sicker looking bike. 2, you and Dino could have been having a blast at the truck. The pressure is off. You guys, I mean, Dino is great. He's got a great YouTube channel. Kenny, you've lit it up you've melted the internet in the off season. You guys could have segued that in to some cool stuff. The pits at that truck would have way outperformed the pit presence you're getting at Suzuki right now with Chiz and McElrath. They're not internet stars. Dino is. It would have been a way better fit. And Anstey lighten it up in the 250s. Like, you could have crushed it. You could have crushed it. I bet you wish. I don't know if you've thought about this yet, Kickstart Kenny. If you see this video, I bet you will. You're going to agree and say, he's right. I should have just stayed with Firepower, took $1 million less, or whatever, riding for free if I had to, and surrounded myself with winners. Winners on social media, Dino. Winners on the track, Max Anstey up there lighting it up. And just had fun at this stage in your career. But no, you sold Suzuki a championship promise, and you're not delivering. And now you're blaming the bike. And we don't buy it, because we know you came in late and you were a holdout. You could have taken a deal. You could have had it all ironed up, testing done, base settings complete. But you didn't. So you have nobody to blame but yourself. So now we can't cut you any slack, even if we wanted to, other than the fact that you're Kenny Roczen and a big star of our sport. And we want to cheer for you, but we don't want to be sugar-coated. We want to understand the elephant and acknowledge the elephant in the room. It looks like at the moment, you've got some races left to prove us wrong, that Suzuki, even though you're not going to win the championship, barring some kind of miracle, which is little to none. I mean, I'd say the odds are just like super bad, that Eli, Chase, and Cooper Webb are all going to ride off a cliff next weekend, and all of a sudden you're up. It ain't happening, dude. It ain't happening. So for me personally, man, I see Kenny Roczen made a big mistake. I wanted to say catastrophic, but I'll just leave it at a big mistake. I think the Firepower Honda would have been the best choice for him. I think no matter what, win or lose, we wouldn't expect it as much. This was a money grab that's not panning out. And he's not I've always said I'd rather be happy making less money than miserable but making more. He doesn't look happy right now. So the money's not worth it. You're better off being happy making less money, hanging out with Dino and Anstey. Those dudes are rad, right? Those guys are good personalities behind the camera. Anstey's super fun to watch. His accent, his just a real dude. He's keeping it so real. And then Dino doing pretty much the same thing in his own way. Like, that would have been the perfect spot for Kenny to go, my friend. But you've made your bed. It's time to lie in it. And final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a moto guy, as somebody who wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understanding the waters we're swimming in now. This is what's going on with one of our biggest stars, Kenny Roczen. Might have made the $1 million mistake. We'll continue to blow the lid off it, heat map it, temperature check it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I'm going to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon. For your convenience, as always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. We will see you on the next video.